Okay. Hello. Thank you. Hello, Ruby. Welcome to the stream. All right, Potato, go ahead and give JJ an ear piercing so she can use her stolen AI AE. No, 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 no. Also, for the record, writing my temperature is 26.3 right now in my room with 44% humidity to see how much it rises. Why? Why? Oh no. Only 44? Yes, only 44. How are you doing today, Ruby? I can hear myself. Okay, I have to do an exercise redeem? Okay, fine. I was at 81 this morning. Well, it's because I have AC in my room. So, I think that accounts. I like to hope. Right. How this goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. All right. Let's see how accurate my hand position is today. Okay. Let's see how close my hand position is today. Hand tracking. Hand tracking. This one is so not close at all. Wait. 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 Which one is? Which one is the hand? What is the expression to trigger thingamabob? Gloves hide. Glasses hide. Gloves hide. I don't know what the expression is. But let's just enter expression of this. Ha! God hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi. Hi. My pinky looks like it's broken. Oh no. My hand looks like it's broken. What happened to my pinky? What happened to my pinky? Well, I messed up my eye, but okay. Hello. Hi, Winter. Hello, Ash, and welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. What are we doing today? Today, we are going to be drawing. I'm going to be drawing from an anime that I am currently watching. If I remember how to draw the poses. I'm going to have to draw references. Hold on. How is everyone doing today? Reference. Uh-huh. Single reference. You extra large. What it called? Oh, in the anime is called I am the inept villainous. It's the one where like people compare it to the Apothecary Diaries. It's the model we can see where we what? No. Yes. There. Thank you for subscribing, Ruby. Thank you, thank you. Where it's the model where we can see her exercise. What? Yes. Trying to think of which drawing. Love the cat ears. Yeah. The model moves when you squat. I know. Let's hold on. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Yesterday, so I didn't stream yesterday because yesterday I was out touching grass, and it was a good time. Except I overate, so that was a pleasant. That was pleasant. You gotta go, but good luck. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm using a reference, and then after I'm just going to the thing. Enjoy your time. Thank you again for dropping on the stream today. It's very much appreciated. Trying to figure out which models to draw today. Or to be fair, which let's draw these two. Draw these two. But also there's like other poses I could do too. I found a way to make a cruel and unusual punishment for JJ. What do you mean? What do you mean? Calibrate my mouth. Ah, ah. Is there a mouth calibration in there? Nope, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Make her draw an emote of her burning books. No! Why? Adapt to villainous anime. A part of me also think that I should probably just pull up the. Actually, I can. I can pull up the anime on my iPad. And then I can just have it running so I can have a reference while I'm drawing. I could do that. Oh. Uh. Uh. Um. No volume. Just have the first episode running in the background. Lower the volume. Run the first. Half the time with me just. Wait. Ha! Got it. I'm just struggling to put together my setup. It's great. All right. Got it. The other option is I could just do. So the idea is that I want to draw a keychain that will have two different characters on each side because there is the. If you watch the premise of the anime is just like two people's souls swapping. So I want to be able to draw that. But I also want to draw a good, 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 good drawing. One that I actually am happy with. So see how. Don't know what kind of pose to draw. I need my other thing. But also, how is everyone doing today? I'm gonna draw the base. And then we're gonna go from there. One of them is going to be one more happy, and the other one is going to be more remorseful. Uh, uh, this one is of. Okay. Can I draw this? Can I draw this? Actually, is the base is already there. Lovely. I was drawing on the base. Great. Don't draw on the base. Oh, digital art fascinates me. I think this it's trying to figure out how to draw. But thank you. I was so earlier in the day. No. So I didn't stream on Friday. I was out watching a comedy show and the comedian was an American comedian and I that was when I learned that um there's an illness going around in the states. Of course, I always enjoy things. There's what is always so chill and relaxed. Yeah. I was like, oh no, what's happening in the States? Oh yeah, want to know something about it? So things I learned from the comedian while I was watching it. One, apparently it was a single thing that brought all of the news world together because everyone agreed that it was apparently like explosive diarrhea. They can't agree on anything else, even the results of the election, but they can agree that it is an explosive diarrhea. And I'm like, excuse me? Okay. And then after that, something about like initially Taco Bell was like, we are investigating it, and now for we are no longer putting in lettuce, like tomatoes or cilantro in the sub in the tacos. And then after apparently government's like it's called Taco Bell is the problem. It's like, excuse me? But yes, what else about this like illness that's going around the states is fascinating. Uh, so I went off to do truck training, truck driver training. I was in Mexico picking up some produce to take to Boston. It was What did you do? Did you have to take all the produce back? Oh my gosh. Um, so what you have to do with all of it? Did you only find out about it after? I dropped the load about a week before all this broke. Oh. Oh no. Well, you would never know that what you were doing was gonna be was well, you were just doing your job. It is you were just doing your job. Oh dear. I'm not sure what all was there. I get BLL that lists things, but most of it by product code for the facilities, it was an assortment of things. Oh, okay. So you don't know what exactly you dropped off. Well, uh, well, not always. You can usually look at it and kind of figure it out, but I know once I did a whole lot of fruit, and then one time it was just random Ben and Jerry's. You were transporting ice cream? Ice cream? Yep, from Vermont at Ben and Jerry plant and then took it to Utah. Oh. So you had to make sure that so the unit you were driving has to always be refrigerated. Okay, okay. Or else things will spoil. True, 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 true. Okay. How long, if you don't mind me asking, how long are typically your drives? Like how long are you usually on the road for? Because I imagine you're on the road for a very long distance. Sometimes we get dry loads, but not very often. Oh, okay. Well, right now I'm still in training, so I have 11 miles more, and then I need to drive to be allowed to sign up for solo upgrade. You're home for 2 weeks vacation right now, but when I get my own truck, I plan to stay out 2 to 3 months at a time, then come home for a week or two, rinse and repeat. Ah, okay. Because I was watching this YouTuber that was also a truck driver, and I'm like, wow, you can pretty much you would have to pretty much live in your truck during those long periods of time, which means that you would have to customize. So basically, I've seen videos of people customize the inside of their truck to be more homey kind of things because they're out on the road a lot. And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." And then I asked my dad. I was just like, who has no knowledge about any of this. It was just like, so when people get their own trucks, do they only get the head of it, or do they get like the head and then after the back as well, or is it just they get the head and then after they just take that around? Everything I own besides my bed and desk could fit into a truck. I have always been a nomad. Ah, okay, okay. Okay. So I guess like because you're basically on the move every single time, it's basically you're not really kind of restricted to one place. You just kind of like go off and travel while you're also delivering like goods. Okay. Oh, so you don't see any of the Yep, I have been working on ideas for meals and things you can cook from a trunk. I have a microwave, rice cooker, Instapot, electric skillet that always there's also a fridge, TV setup that comes factory and all. There's a TV setup that comes in factory for all company trucks. Oh, neat. Yep, I have my Roku and my Xbox there. Oh, neat. What you working on, Neko? I'm working on a drawing because I want to make a double-sided keychain. And this is for an anime that's called Inept Villainous Anime, like a Inept Villainous. And it's basically the idea of two people's souls that are complete opposite switching bodies. And so I want to draw it so that there's two sides of it where it's just like one side is one person. So it's going to be the same outfit except that the facial expression will be different, and their eye color will be different because in the anime you can tell who's in whose body depending on their eye color. Oni, do you sell your completed projects or will you have a personal keychain? I usually, if I'm going to make this into, if I make this, usually it's going to come out as a keychain. Unfortunately, though, right now I don't ship to the US because of tariffs and everything. Um, but I don't know, eventually I could potentially sell it as a keychain. I have an Etsy store and I think it's somewhere in my bio. But I usually sell some of the keychains that I work on. But thank you again for sharing your story and your future plans. I hope safe travels everywhere. Hello, Toasty. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the stretch reading. You're welcome. Feel free to ask me anything. I am really hoping once my training is over, I'll be able to be in streams more again. Thank you for dropping in on each of my when you are able to. I know everyone's lives are like generally busy, so it's just like whenever you anyone does show up, it's just like, oh, thank you for tuning in today. How are you doing today, Toasty? Na 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 na. Hmm. See. Do, 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 do. I'm doing two things. Currently, I have one screen with an anime on it, with the anime for it, one screen with a reference of one of the characters, one screen with stream, and I'm like, let's see which screen I'm looking at. Why is this character's hair so long? How long is this character's hair? Hmm. Oh, it reaches up all the way to the bottom of her. Yeah, that she has very long hair. I don't think this one's gonna end well. Mm. Oh, sleeve is so long. This anime. Okay. Let's see. That's how long her sleeve is. Let's see. It's so very. Wait, her sleeves goes much longer than this. Like super long. Hi, TGN Angel. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Andrew. Thank you for the hydrate. How are you doing today? How are you? Oh, her her dress has such a complex design. Ah, can I just Can I just simplify it? Probably. Will I simplify it? Yes. It's like it's like it's like it's a giant thing, and then after there's points here and points here and points here and here, 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 and then something here, 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 and then here, 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 here. Hi, Livy. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Oh no. How is her outfit designed? Hmm. I'm leaving for home tomorrow, away from your 4-month nephew and family. Cherish the time you currently have with them because they'll definitely miss you the same way you miss them. Oh, and your dad can't stop winning in actual Gamba. Same with my mom, but with throwing dice. Very nice. Luck. Very lucky family. '3D mail! 3D mail! I will say though, it seems very coincidental that we do extremely well after doing nice things with Are you looking for the correlations? Hold on a minute. Hold on, give me 1 second. Oh no, there's a family of raccoons in my backyard. There's 2 of them. Oh no. Guess they're casually strolling by. Well, they have settled in. Oh, they have settled in for sure. I was just like, huh. How do I draw this? Trying to chase the vermins out? No, we don't have those. All we can do is just look at them, clap our hands, and then after hope they leave. Oh wait, no, I'm not going into episode 2. I'm going to episode 1. Hey, I don't make this sort of things up, especially when money is involved. Oh, true. Okay. Hmm. See ya. Oops. See. My dad winning from this trip alone is 7K. Is it enough to is that making back the cost for the trip? I know not. Oh, the stress splits in half. Oh, that is so much better. I can just split the just layers. How are you doing? It's exceeding the total cost of the trip in its entirety. Hey, nice. He has made back the trip. The trip was practically free. Good job. I should get ice cream. I just took a shower. Ah, yes, it's a cool treat. Yes, we're about to have victory cake that we got yesterday. Enjoy! Enjoy the cake in celebration of all of your wins during this trip. This is a this is uh, need to draw the inside of this. I don't want to. That's as far as I go. No, no, this is not a Genshin drawing. It is an anime drawing. Oh, Samo, yo, Samo, yo, Samo, yo, Samo. So for any fan art merch that I do, I don't my focus is not so much like trendy like trendy series. Like I don't make I maybe had made only like one Genshin keychain. But the rest of the keychains that I make, I don't cover Genshin, I don't cover Honkai. I don't cover mainstream a lot of mainstream games except for Pokemon maybe. I do a lot of more niche title kind of anime. So I made stuff for Silent Witch. I've made stuff for Villainous level 999. I've made this one is for a series called Inept Inept Villainous. Um just because I feel like there's an oversaturation of merch for like Genshin, Honkai, any of these anything under Hoyo. Yeah, I cover underrated just because I feel like yes, the pool is small, but it brings me a lot more joy when I do sell things like these at a convention and then someone comes along and they're like, "Oh my god, you have this series? You're the only one that has these series." And I'm like, "Yes, that is indeed correct." And so like they buy my merch for that. So it's just like I'm like, "Okay, thank you." And then after they're like, "Have you thought about drawing other characters as well from the same series?" And I was like, "Yeah, I thought about it." So then after, let's say for example, for one of them was like for Silent Witch. And so I had one customer that's just like, "Will you draw the characters?" And he bought like maybe two of my keychains the first time he saw me at a convention. And then after later on, he's like, "I see you have drawn more characters." And I was like, "Correct. I have drawn other characters." And he's like, "Okay, can I buy the keychains for those two characters?" And I was like, "Sure, go ahead." I've drawn like Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. Those one have been popular as well. So it's just like 100% OJ. Are they Shifu? I wouldn't draw the entire line. That's the problem. I would literally draw like maybe one to two characters. That's the thing. So like I don't draw. The other thing is I don't draw like a large set of them. I would draw like maybe maximum four characters because if I focus too much on one series, I like to dabble into different other series. So like This is me scratching my head and failing. Great. So like I would draw like maybe two characters and that's it. So whereas people, let's say for example, in like well then again that's the same with apothecary die. Apothecary dies, I just literally draw Mao Mao and Jinshi and then after that's it. But that's also a so here's the other thing. I draw, like, let's say, for example, I draw like Mao Mao and Jinshi from Apothecary Diaries, and I draw them in like their fairy outfit. And I have not sold many of them. And that's because there's also an oversaturation of them. And it's just like, hey, like everyone else has a Mao Mao or Jinshi. And so like when you're walking at a convention, you would buy it from another booth, and then after it's just like, why would you like, if you bought it from one booth and you go to another booth and you see another Mao and Jinshi, it's just like, well, you already bought something from Apothecary Diaries. So it's just like, yeah, so people just go around seeing what the pool is, and then they decide which one they want to buy. You're not unless you're like really like a I've seen people who are also like diehards like Jinshi fans, and then they buy a Jinshi merch from every single artist that they've come across. And I'm like, those are really dedicated attendees, and I much appreciate them as well. I feel like rule of 4 is pretty effective for sets. Yeah, I think 4 is pretty effective. I think I overdid it a little with like Hello Phoenix on YouTube. Welcome to the stream. I think I overdid it a little with Silent Witch because I think for Silent Witch I had 3 Monikas, 1 Nero, 1 Rin, this. Yeah, 4 is a bad number. But at the same time, 4 PS the thing is when you do 4, think about it. When you do 4, it is 2 of the main characters and then 2 side characters. So, 2 main and then 2 sides. Unless you do 5. But then after you do 5, when people no, the other thing is when people do sales at conventions, it is generally one is for let's say for example, the cost for keychains up here is $15. One is for 15, 3 is for 30. If you buy 4, you can potentially wager it to be like slightly more affordable, but it's just like people either buy 1 or 2. If you buy 2, it's going to be 1 for let's say it could be 1 for 15, 2 for 25, 3 for 30. That would generally be the case. So, but yes, 4 is a bad number in terms of Chinese culture. But we're not but we're yeah. Anyways. Granted, a lot of the things I do is also just like in sets of 2s or sets of 4s as well. I don't do like sets of 3s. How are you doing today, Phoenix? Honestly, a superstition on some parts of it, but yes, yes. So then Hollow Live Justice, a group of 4, and the 4th group in EN is culturally cursed. Yes. Yes. Sure, if we're going with that philosophy. Very, very easily, yes. The designs of all of these dresses though, my gosh. Anyways. Um I also feel like her eye could be. Ah, bye. Nope. I also now feel like her other eye is in the. Maybe it's just because this one feels larger. Yeah. Sure, that feels better. That looks better. Okay. So, we're gonna have two sides of this. We're gonna have the side which is the main one of the is the quote unquote main female character. Um, and then we're gonna have the other side, which is going to be the quote unquote villainess, who actually it's side A and side B. Side A. And so the only thing that really changes for this is the expression, to be honest. Yeah, bye. Can't draw. What is drawing? How does one draw? Have you played the Battle Fest at all? Yes, I have played the Battle Fest. I got at least like maybe 3, 4 of the rewards. Very carefully. Sure. I just play Shadowverse Worlds Beyond on my own time, which is probably not as frequently as others do, but I am content with the amount that I'm playing. Because I run it, I play Shadowverse Worlds Beyond on one screen, and then I run Honkai Auto on my other screen. How do I draw people? without drawing them sleepy. Sorry, correction. Hi, welcome to. How are you doing today? And Lanny and on YouTube. How are you doing? There you go. What if for the hairpiece? Should we really be seeing that much in terms of angling? Not really. So um thing is, so these was just both line. The only thing different is the face. And then It's drawing. Get rid of. This. And sure. I do recommend if anyone's looking for an anime to watch this season to watch the Inept Villainous one. I watched the first episode. I liked it. Went and found the manga. Could not find it through general means. Then after just bought all 8 volumes that's currently available. Read through 8 volumes in a span of 6 hours. Sleep at 2 in the morning. Don't really want to list. Don't really want to go into the light novel right now, but I know the light novel is much more ahead too. So wait, why am I doing line art for it now? I'm just trying to color it. Oh dear. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go through the colors first. Color is her hair. Like a rose color. Hi None, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. One of the things that the anime does for this show that they don't do in the light novel or the manga is that change they don't supposedly change the color of the protagonist's eyes, because in the anime you can tell like, oh, this character is currently in this soul. But they don't do that in the anime. I mean, they don't do that in the manga. And I guess it's because it's just like, oh, the idea that they make the eye color change is just so for us as the viewers to be able to distinguish who's currently in which body. Because apparently, none of the characters in this anime realizes that the color of the character's eyes have changed. Like, it's like this character is like, oh, this character has been in love with the protagonist all these years, and yet they can't recognize that that the color has that the color of the eyes have changed. I don't understand. It's totally different tangent. You're doing great after taking a nice nap, but I'm also going out for a walk, so I'll probably come back later during stream. No problem. Enjoy your walk. Be careful of any things out there. Funny because the protagonist for the series is very happy that they've had this body change, the soul swap, because like their original body is like is very fragile and weak, and I don't think the quote unquote villainess is aware of it and thinks it's all just an act. And it's like, okay. And the premise behind it is like the villainess swaps bodies with the protagonist. He is just like, you have a so much of a better life than me. I want your life instead. And so they take their life. They swap lives with them, not realizing the hardships that they're dealing with. And it's like, man, hello, no. 夢出すから。ね、やらすから。偉そう。で得られるようなにしての並んでいて、なんだった色のもう少しだで愛されるようなさに心をちょうだい。で、後でに、なんだってしたとてと、なんだった色の少しで得られるようなにしての並んでるか 少した手あられのようなスリドラクルトロ真っ赤色の少した照らすれるようなにしての並んでるだななんだか色の照らすれるようなサリドラのクルトロの状態ななななななあなたうーん Oh wait, there's red in her the top part of her dress. No, they're the same color. Is it a different red? No, they're the same red. It's just the decorations to make the red on part of her dress seem like a different shade. Interesting. Oh dear. This is a better red. Like like a peachy red. I don't know. Sure. I did. So brown as it is a pink. Eh, what's up? Actually, no. What color is this? A darker color? Sure. Sure. And then it's a actually more of a pink. Eh. A pink. Fine. Then it's a um then yellow, gold. Let's not watch the second episode. I haven't watched the second episode for this series yet. Okay. Um. It simplified the dress in terms of the anime though from the manga. And I guess obviously because it would be very complex to draw the actual dress itself. Okay. After a darker shade. It's actually a darker shade. Yep, sounds about right. Okay, we're gonna draw another one next. It's we start by making it look rough, and then eventually we make it look good. What am I supposed to do with intricate designs that's supposed to be on this dress? I don't know. Nope, nope, nope. I leave like here. Have a nice day. Thank you, Lone, on YouTube. Enjoy your day. Thank you again for dropping on the stream today. I suppose. I'll draw. I'll draw us like something. I wonder how far this anime will go in the series, though, because a lot of animes they cover like maybe like they cover maybe 3 chapters per episode, and so this series that I'm drawing for, there's currently 8 volumes. I wonder how far they'll get towards. I think they'll probably get up to the first major arc, and then if there is a second season, they'll get through the other season. But I have a feeling it'll probably end up going to like volume like probably to like volume 5 or something. We'll see. Why is there decor? I wonder if I can do decorative. I wonder. Can I get away with doing other? Can I get away with doing leaves? Uh, hmm. 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 Yeah. No, maybe. I guess it, I guess I could get away with this. That's what pre-brushes are there for. To help with complex details. uh, do, do. Sure. Oh, what are some brushes that's available in Clip Studio that I could use? Uh, Clip Studio brushes. Floral, clothing, floral. It's a great start. Floral patterns. Oh, oh, this might work. Oh, I have enough clippy point. Yes. Antique floral patterns. Oh, that's also free. Oh, I could use that too. Those are downloaded. Guys, what is available? Okay, while it downloads, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Haha. I'll be right back. Okay. Where did my music go? Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see. I feel like if I'm gonna draw 4 characters from this series, it'll be the main protagonist, the main quote unquote villainess, and one of the male characters, and someone else. Not the prince, because I feel like he's a jerk, but we'll see. Also, to make a new making new tool group in Clip Studio. Dragging one of the pens to the bar, it creates a new tab. Oh, it does? It does! Very nice. What does this create? It creates backgrounds. Or still. Buildings. No. Can I read? Grass. Greenery. Greenery. Can't spell greenery, just spells greeny. That's fine. Adds new decorative. Let's add these two. Let's add these 3. This is clothing. Decor. Nope. Let's just select this and this. Yeah, that works. Then here and here, and then create. Yeah, red. Hi, Adrian. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. What you do? How are you doing? You're savage? Why are you savage? What happened? World Cup has ended. Oh, yes. World Cup ended. That is correct. I I was like, "Oh, the World Cup has ended." There's not this the entertain the cheer and the glamour and everything that was keeping people alive for the most entertaining thing in the last 4 years. One of the most entertaining things in the last 4 years is the great ones that and World Cup has ended, and to many guests and to many great players, this was their last. Great ones that many people have grown watching, that grown up watching. True, 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 true. That is true. I never really thought of it that way. Just because like sports was never really a big thing for me. But you're right. That's true. That's true. There's a lot of people that like are retiring or retiring competitively after this. So, eh, hockey. Yo, are you okay? I see you're coughing there. Are you all good? Oh, I just realized I was muted. So, I was saying that but the thing with the NHL is that the NHL, they have a lot they recently was doing like a there's a like a post like alumni kind of like golf tournament so that to show like anyone who is also was paying competitive in the NHL still also do something or they still treat their or the NHL still values their players supposedly after they have retired from competitive play. Something about an NHL golf. Let's see. NHL and Alumni Celebrity Golf Classic. The NHL Alumni Celebrity Golf Classic is one of hockey's most prestigious charity golf events, giving attendees a once in a lifetime opportunity to golf alongside their NHL alumni heroes. Held in Canada, it features 30 NHL alumni, including Hall of Fame, including Hall of Fame members Doug Gilmore, Brian Tortilli, yeah, as well as decorated NHL veterans like Adam Graves, Darcy Tucker, and 20 plus NHL alumni, or something along the lines of that. Because there is an NHL Alumni Association. Interesting. All right. We're done this one. Let's go try and start another one. I'm extremely slow in this. I am so sorry. This is save as. I love how I just named this charm. Ugh. Okay. Start a new one. We're gonna name the new one Protagonist. I do want to change up this pose. Though a majority of it will remain the same, I want to change the fact that so right now it's like she's dressed up. Right now she's dressed up. I need a back angle. There's no back angle. Ah, whatever. What do you mean I'm in a suspicious? Never mind. I got a notification saying, "Hey, your laptop is entering something suspicious," and I'm like, "What? What did I enter that's suspicious? Please tell me." Sus. Super sus. It's like when I was making a purchase recently because there was a vendor that was like, "Hey, they have this supply that I'm interested in buying. Maybe I should buy it from them." And then after that, it went through this long-winded thing where it's just like, "Hey, they have an official store, like online, but they also have an Etsy store." And for some reason, the Etsy store says they have this product in stock, but when I check their actual website, it says it's out of stock. So which one is it? And then I bought it because I was like, "Oh, it's in stock somewhere." So I bought it. And then after when it arrived, everything but that item came in, and I'm just like, "Well then." And then I asked, and they like, "Yeah, we forgot to tell you during the packing process that it was out of order. So we'll give you a refund." And I'm like, "Really? Okay. Great." And like this is also one of those things where it could be work related too. So I was just like telling my colleagues because my colleagues are like, "Yeah, that was potentially one of the vendors. We may or may not buy the same product from the future." And I'm like, "Yeah, sus." And then after that, it took them like maybe 2 days before they basically put that same product out of stock on their Etsy store to make it reflect what's actually in their store. And I'm like, that's super sus. If I never asked about it, would you have kept it in stock? Hello? Eh, Anyways, I'm already asking them like difficult questions like, hey, you're trying to sell this product, but this is something that like is going to go into machinery. Can I get the material data sheet for this? And they're like, let me ask. And then total silence. And I'm like, well, that's concerning. I'm going to put this in the machinery and I want to make sure that this material that I'm about to put in the machinery won't kill me. So it'd be nice to know what kind of component is making this material. Daddy? Mm, daddy. I'm back from walk. How is progressing along? I got one of them. And then now I'm making the other one because I want to make two in a row So I'm gonna draw it, sketch it, base color, and then after I'll do the outline and everything later. How was your walk? I say, that he could not- Walk was pretty nice, about 2 minutes. What kind of website did I accidentally poke around? Oh, the NHL alumni website was sus. Oh, fine. There, there goes my. I tried and then nope. Good deed of the day led to a very suspicious turn of events. Okay, fine. Look at the anime again. Okay, so the other anime that I'm interested in potentially watching, the other anime that I might be interested potentially of drawing art for, other than inept villainous, is the maid one. And if I'm going to draw the maid one, I would draw two characters: the protagonist in both her outfits, like in both variants, and also the person who she's serving. Those two. Those are the only two characters. Okay, maybe a third character, but I don't know. But there's just like, if I put the time and effort to it, I probably would actually do it. But at the same time, I'm just like, so many things happening. Hello, Leah. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Uh, Cooked some lunch today. Bread and meatballs plus chili garlic ramen. Ooh, that sounds really good. Is it all for you? Yes, I'm. More food for you then. Think about it this way, you get all the food. Sean. For example, wait, do you think it's cheating if you use ready to cook ingredients? For example, you didn't need the noodles yourself, just bought some ready-made ones. I don't think it's cheating because who has all the time in the world to make things from scratch? Yes. I mean, not many people have all the time in the world to be able to make things from scratch, which is why there are things like noodles, like packaged noodles. You don't get that, like, probably that freshness from making noodles from by yourself, but the purpose is you're hungry and you're trying to eat something. So I don't think it's necessarily cheating. Generation. I don't think you're cheating. I think you're fine. I see your improvement with your craft over your time. Thank you. For example, your model has more detail compared to before. I do not take credit for the improvements to my model that I'm currently using. That credit goes to both Tone and to Harcronium. But thank you. I have added the credits to both of them because they are the one to be rewarded the credit in my credits. It's probably better to think ready made as shortcuts in cooking to save time. That is also true. Bye. Yeah. Uh. Yeah. Ah. Ah. Uh, oh, oh, Question: Is it unusual to own a Magikarp plushie? No. I own a Magikarp hat. I inherited a Magikarp hat. No, actually, no, I bought it. Is that unusual? No, it's normal. Then it is also normal to own a Magikarp plushie. For the record, you don't own the Magikarp plushie, your brother does. Not unusual at all. Have you ever come across have you ever come across the content creator who travels the world with a duck plushie? Never heard of them before. There is a content creator out there that travels the world with their like childhood, their comfort like duck plushie. And like it's been through many ordeals. It has been through the wash, it has been through many places in the world. It has been to the red carpet, I think. But it's just like this one plushie, this one childhood plushie has been through so much. And there also is also a YouTube channel specifically for it. So it is not unusual for someone to own a Magikarp plushie. You own a Lumineon plushie? Yeah, that's also good. I own two Eevee plushies, one Vulpix plushie, one Vaporeon plushie, one substitution doll plushie. Yeah, and one Pikachu Rayquaza poncho plushie. Yeah, it is. I sometimes come across her posts, but yeah, very cute. Neko, you seem to not be afraid to say your opinion on things. Do you play Woowa much? I do not play Woowa. I did play Woowa. I did play Woowa. I don't play Woowa anymore. I played Woowa for maybe, let's say, a week or two. The characters, though, are lovely. I love the character designs from Woowa. I unfortunately just don't have the time to add another manual game to my caliber of games, which is why I have also tried ZZZ and then uninstalled it. I tried Arknight's Enfield and then now I've installed it. I love the character design for Woowa. I will say that. I love the character design for Woowa. See, the characters are pretty impressive, I'll also admit. See, that's my question. I've been debating playing Lua, but I might only get a few hours a week to game, and not sure I would get much enjoyment of it compared to other non-gacha games. It is up to you if you want to try it. Like you're welcome to like try give it like I give it like maybe so for Wuwa I gave it a week. For Zenless, I think I gave it I gave it 2 banners. For Wuwa, I think I gave it less time because I was very confused. For Arknights, I also gave it around 2 to 3 banners. I gave each game like 2 to 3 banners worth of time to be able to A, determine, is it something I can fit in my schedule? Is it something that I see myself trying to spend money on it, even though it's something that I don't necessarily need to spend money on it? So I gave it 2 to 3 banners, and then after it's just like if it's not something I end up playing, then I wait a like I just kind of leave it there for like another month, and then if I haven't touched it after that month, I've uninstalled it. So like I uninstalled Arknights probably about a month ago. I installed Zenless sometime. So like, yeah, it's up to you. Everyone has their own different pacing when it comes to playing games. Um, up to you. It's up to you how much time you want to put into it, or like how much time you want to give yourself um before you decide like, okay, this is the choice. I don't think I will play it or don't play it. I don't know. The reason why I do like 2 to 3 banners is because like 2 to 3 banners is about a month, a little over a month of time. And during that time, it's like, how much have you accumulated? Like for me, it's just like how much currency have I accumulated to be able to pull for the new characters? Do I still find enjoyment in it after a month and a half? Have I seen myself actually spend real money on it during that time period? Do I still enjoy the content that I'm playing in this month and a half that I've played it? Um, Also by like the 1.5 mark, you probably would have an idea, or the developers have an idea of what's the next character to put out or something. So I don't know. Like the other thing is, are you forcing yourself to play it? Like you're getting like you start playing it, you maybe have like maybe 1 to 2 weeks where you really, really absolutely enjoy playing the game because it's new, it's refreshing, it's different than the other games you've played. There's a lot of content to explore, there's a lot to do. Like you're just like it's just sort of like the honeymoon phase when you get into a new game. And then by a month, you'll would have either gone into the rhythm of playing it because after 3 weeks, something has become accustomed to it. And then after that, it's just like by the end or after that, it's just like, do you feel like you're pushing yourself to log in? Is it feeling like a dread? And after it's just like, okay, is this something that you actually think you'll actually play it in the long run? So that's what I felt like when I was playing Arkanites at the Enfield. I felt like closer to the end of it, like after like closer to the end, I felt like I was like dreading logging in because I was like, okay, I have to play this game. I have to log in, I have to do the thing. And so I was just like, you know what? Let me just stop playing it and let me see if I actually go back to it. Does not touch it for a month. Okay, I can uninstall it now. And I don't think I would get enough time to even play. The FOMO would likely get me with something that the FOMO would likely get me with something that heavy on grinding or dailies for free pulls. Yeah? Ande? Eh? Eh? The FOMO would likely get you with something that's heavy on grinding and daily for food. So you would be playing, would feel like because of the FOMO, you feel like you'll be that will compel you to keep grinding on it for the free pulls. Yeah. That would probably make me want to spend, but I don't have the time to grind. Okay. So the FOMO will get you to play, but the time commitment would keep you away from would the time away would discourage you because you feel like you'll have to spend because you don't have the time to grind. The FOMO would encourage you to spend. Yeah, the FOMO could encourage you to spend because you don't have the time to grind as a way to compensate for the fact you don't have the time to grind. No, that's fair. I can understand that. Yeah. Yeah. No, that is true. That is something that I think for me when I was playing like Enfield, that's probably where I got to. That's like I think by like maybe the fourth banner, it's just like yeah. I think I just answered your own question. It does sound like you just answered your own question. Bishiteru. Spend over grind. Yeah. Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream. I soft quick ended. I soft quicked. I soft quick end field myself. Hello, Tyler. Welcome to the stream. You soft quit Enfield yourself. Okay. Hello, antisocial. Welcome back. How are you doing today? Also, I have funny something. I have something. No, never mind. I was like, I have something funny to tell antisocial, but that'll be a different day. But yes, it's not funny. It's not funny to everyone else, but it's funny to me. Basically, only logging in for story. Gotcha. I don't want to keep spending on games. That's the thing. I have so many other things to spend. I can. I twirled the pen. Yay. I want to spend. I have to spend to make merch. I have to spend the thing. By the way, when are you going to do another Pokemon TCG opening stream? Probably when I get the 30th anniversary, which I only got like, one box of. I was in the middle of work and it's just like I was in a meeting with another one of my colleagues who apparently also collect TCG. So they were very understanding when I says, "I'm sorry, I need to go and buy Pokemon cards right now on my phone." But maybe for 30th anniversary. 30th anniversary, I will do another TCG opening stream, which will be a while. I didn't really buy anything for I didn't really buy anything for I didn't really buy anything for Pitch Black, though I realized that Amazon now also stocks them, which I thought was very surprising. I'm currently waiting for my LCS to drop pre-orders. And the price has recently changed, so I know the pre-orders are coming soon. It's just a matter of whether or not they're in person or not. But like I'm looking at it. Okay, now this is the problem. I had a dream about how much money I was spending on LCS on Pokemon cards. Because like the UPC is $299 from my local CS store, my local card store. And I had a dream that I was on the Pokemon Center and I was adding, I don't know how much it was on the Pokemon Center, but I had a dream that I added one of them and I added the other one of them. And then at some point I added two of one of them and I'm like, no, 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 no. I want to get one of each. And then I was stressing in my dream that I'd be kicked out for IP banned again because I wasn't fast enough. But anyways, there's always a chance. Mayo saw the future. Mayo saw the future. Mayo doesn't want to see the future because when Mayo sees the future, Mayo gets stressed. The future is happening. But every second passing is the future. True. I don't know. I'm like I recently went to the LCS today because I went to drop off some cards I submitted to my buy list and then some bulk sell. So I got like $200 in credit, but at the same instance, I then also bought 100 top loaders because for some reason it was it was cheaper, slightly cheaper to and faster, much faster to buy it from my LCS than it was for me to order from Amazon. I ordered the top loaders, 100 top loaders from Amazon, and apparently it was $21, not including import fees. It was coming from the States. But if I buy it from my LCS, it was $19 and I could get it right then and there. And then another thing is I got a Togekiss card for $10. And I'm like, well, there goes $30 of my $202 that I just sold. Great. And I'm like, hopefully it's still enough for me to at least make a slight dent into my pre-order when I can pre-order for the UPC. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna draw different eyes now. Gonna be an ad in about 5 minutes for those of you who didn't have a sub on Twitch. Oops. Have a good night, Adrian. Thank you again for dropping on the stream today. It's very much appreciated. Take care and have a good week. And like this. I feel like this audit is off. Eh, eh. Whoa. My mother walked into the room and I was very confused. Oh, I think that's better. I also feel like this eye here needs to be moved back a little. There we go. That's better. Okay, let's go and color this. And then I think that is. Ah! Okay, they did not realize I was not done streaming, so I have no idea what was picked up, but whatever. I keep losing. Try this a third time. Did you already talk about BBQ? Oh, I did talk about a beginning of it, but like my barbecue adventures, it was fine. It was fine until I overate and then like overate to the point where it was very uncomfortable and I had to go home immediately. Um but the whole ordeal with it was that it wasn't an ordeal. It was originally a it's like a birthday thing that I did. It was a birthday thing that no, I didn't do. It was my friend who was celebrating the birthday. And we were already doing something that was like I would like to say their whole birthday event probably was like total $100 because we were doing one thing that was like $50 and then after the food thing which was $60. And so it was only meat. It was like there was literally like when I go to a Japanese like when I go to another Japanese barbecue, like my even my dad was just like inquiring when I got home. He's like, "Oh, was there sushi? Was there other appetizers? Was there XYZ?" And I was like, "No, it was literally just meat." There was like miso steak, there was like a lot of like brisket, there's others, there's like ribeye and such. So it was just a lot of meat, a lot of protein. And the only problem was that when we were ordering it, we would say like, "Can we get an order of ribeye?" And then we didn't say how many. We just said, "Hi, can we order ribeye?" And this was a party of like 13, and everyone was divided into 3 tables of 4, essentially. And for some reason, like if my table said I wanted to order ribeye, and like the ribeye is supposed to come with 1 piece, they automatically give you double. And I'm just like, well, that's weird. So like we ordered pineapple and they gave us instead of 1 serving, they gave us 2 portions of pineapple. So it does add up very quickly because the thing was that there were some dishes that they also missed as well. So we were like, we ordered one of my friend ordered shrimp like once, twice, didn't show up. And so we ordered the third time and then it it took a while, so we asked the table next to us, like our another one of our like tables, "Can you guys order shrimp?" Because we tried ordering shrimp and they never got to us. So they did. And right at that moment, our shrimp came in. And then later on, another tray of shrimp came in. So we have 2 portions of shrimp. And like people were either allergic to shrimp at the other tables or they didn't eat shrimp. So it was literally just our table that had 2 servings of shrimp that we had to go through. And this was like 3 quarters of the way. And by the end of it, I think there was like still a steak left that was like there was still a steak that we hadn't been cooked. There's a couple pork bellies. And then after it's just like I remember it's like if anything that is not eaten, it will be charged extra. So then after I just kind of put stuff on the thing just to finish cooking it and then kind of like I don't know, hide it away. And we were able to pawn off the other steak to to a different table. But then after I felt compelled to eat it, but because it was just like I didn't want to waste food. And so I ate it. And I knew at that moment when I ate it, I was like, that was a very bad choice. I shouldn't have swallowed it. I've already swallowed it. This is not gonna bode well. I'm already feel like I'm overeaten. I'm overeating and like this is not good. And so we had to do the end of the event kind of picture and we did and then after that I went home and then after the whole time I was just like I can't burp, can't burp, can't burp, can't burp because it would have been bad. So yeah, even my dad's like, "Why'd you eat so much?" And I was like, "Was it expensive?" And I was like, "Yeah, it was $60." And it's like, "Was there anything else?" Like, no, it was literally just meat. And I think that's the problem. It's just like I don't mind going to Japanese barbecue, but I feel like if I'm going to a Japanese barbecue, my family lean towards not just ordering just meat. It has to be something else, like appetizers, sushi, anything that will cleanse the palate of literally just meat. I can't go a full dinner with just protein. I have to go with like some side dishes. So I ate like kimchi, I ate like bean sprouts at the very beginning. There was rice, so I we ended up receiving someone else's rice, so I ate it, started eating the rice. It was just something different. I wanted to eat lettuce, but my friend stopped me from eating lettuce or getting lettuce because of the whole explosive diarrhea thing. I would have eaten lettuce because the thing is, it would be the lettuce, it would be offsetting the protein, And I feel like that would be a good balance. I just can't eat meat after meat after meat after meat after meat. It just doesn't feel well at the very end. That's why I'm weary about family outings. Yes. I think if I go with my family has a good gauge of like how much they will eat. And if they can't eat, well, the place that we go to is an all you can eat. They have like a salad bar. They have like it's not like just meat, it's like they can go out and get, like, maybe vegetables, they can get more vegetables just so that, like, they can offset that. Because literally, I mean, is it worth it? Like, sure, it's probably not worth it in the end because, like, we're not eating, like $60 worth of like, we're definitely eating more $60 worth of meat, but it's just, like, we're not, like, eating all the meat, like, 3 orders of just full on meat over and over and over again. It's like it just has to be a balance. I don't know. I think the last time I overate, it was when eating tacos. Yeah. If the whole diarrhea problem was that dangerous, why would restaurants even allow lettuce on the menu? I know. I guess the restaurant. I think it was just like, yeah, I don't know. We got a lot of pineapple though. We got like three. We got 3 servings. We got sorry, a total of 4 servings of pineapple. The pineapple was good because it was literally the only thing that we were eating other than like meat. We were eating ribeye, we were eating brisket, we were eating like ribs, we were eating like belly pork belly. We were eating more steak. We were eating and the only thing other than that was pretty much like shrimp. There was squid. There was pineapple. There's a lot of pineapple. And like other than that, it was just basically meat, 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 meat. It was not it was if it was not beef, it was pork. If it was not pork, it was beef. And like we didn't order any chicken or anything. But then after it's just like yeah. Like even let's say for example, a good example is like someone at my table ordered beaten bop and they ordered one beaten bop. Or and then the next time they ordered it's like can we get beaten bop? And then in the end they ended up bringing two servings of beaten bop and we're just like why they give us two? So we asked like did you guys order beaten bop? No. Did you guys order beaten bop? No. So they literally just gave us two beaten bop trays servings. And I'm like what are we supposed to do with this? And so my friend kind of like sort of in a way just kind of like forced himself to eat two servings of Beaten on top of the first one they ate. So they ate 3 servings of Beaten and I'm just like, okay. And then like which is fine because they don't eat much beef because the thing is like all we were mostly we were most of the people were Asians and it's just like if there wasn't a shellfish allergy, there was a meat allergy, there was like a meat like eating meat was probably not good as well. That like not eating a lot of pork eating a lot of pork was also not that good and it's just like oh dear people we're all old. So there wasn't really like it wasn't there was very few where it was just like being able to like share amongst everyone like what everyone ordered because the thing is like we were able to fairly finish a lot of the things we ordered somewhat but then after because they kept doubling up our portions it was just like excuse like we how are we supposed to finish all of this so I don't know. I don't know. Tacos are yummy. Tacos are yummy. But how is your barbecue? I think for some reason everyone had barbecue yesterday, which is hilarious. Juicy and delish, that's good. I think there needs to be like a good balance. Like there's like balance is good when it comes to like I think a good balance is at least like to be a good balance. Like even now, like today I was just like today like I still feel bloated. Like, I didn't really eat that big of a lunch or dinner, but I still feel bloated. And then my mother asked me, "Do you wanna bring that, like" the frozen like, do you want to take the pulled pork out of the freezer and you can bring it to work? And I was like, no, 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 no. I'm already meated out for the weekend. Please give me until like Tuesday, and then I'll be fine. But for right now, I it's too much meat. I get that bloated feeling with chicken. Yeah, it's just like it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. So yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much my barbecue. I don't think I'll probably get barbecue for another maybe period of time. I'll probably wait like a couple of days or some like couple of weeks or something before I'm like, ah, yeah, I want to do another barbecue again. But if I do want to go barbecue, it's just like it has to be somewhere that isn't just like pure meat. It's too much. Like, yes, it's probably not as worth as somewhere that just literally is meat, but eating literally just protein throughout the whole meal, it's just like, oh, give it until autumn, yeah. Look at all the pineapple you ordered. We ordered 4 servings of pineapple. Everyone at the table, my table, liked pineapple, except for one person, to which we then forced them to eat more pineapple. Just kidding, but I mean, granted, the pineapple is just like we just kind of placed it on the very edge. We never really put it in the middle. We just put it on the very edge. Some of them got burnt, but it's fine. It's like got too toasted, but it's okay. We ended up giving like pineapple. We kept sharing. Like people enjoyed the pineapple generally. It's like I we ordered 4 servings of pineapple. The table next to us ordered like 3 servings of pineapple. It's only when they ordered 1 serving of pineapple that I realized, wait a minute, they've been giving us double the portion. Why the hell have they been giving us double the portion and other people just a single portion? And I'm like, I don't think we're that crazy. I just can't eat like so much meat in one go. It makes me feel uncomfortable. But yes, I understand it's like also not worth the price if it's not just all meat. It's just like, but I'm like, eh, it's okay. I'd rather not suffer. It's understandable. Too much meat is bad for you too. Yes, too much meat feels like it's bad for you. It feels like it's too much. I'm sorry. Oops. Well, it's not if you eat in moderation and you don't feel like you're about to die or throw up, then it's fine. And that's for me. It's just like cuz yesterday I ate so much that I felt like I had to throw up. That's the thing. I ordered dessert, but I couldn't even eat half of my ice cream cuz I was ready cuz I think like I was to the verge of like just just not having that full. And then after I went home and then my mother's like, "Here's lemon water." And I drank lemon water and that helped a bit before or after. So, yeah, no comment. I mean, Tyler is definitely eating his worth. He's making sure he's like getting his money's worth on meat. I think it also didn't help that the area we are sitting also had a fan blowing at us. So like my back was like slightly cold and my in the front of me was like just warm. And I felt like my food wasn't like my food was literally at the top of my intestine. Like like when it feels like it's stuck in my intestine, I'm just like, I feel like I'm going to yeah. Me now thinking the hot dogs eating champions must be killing themselves every competition, possibly. Your KBBQ yesterday was just too hot in general. Like you mean like the place was just too hot and humid? Uh, Both that and the grill. Oh. Oh yeah, my grill was also hot. Was the my grill was also too hot too. You can see the flames. And they're like, "JJ, why are you putting pork belly and why are you rubbing the pork belly oil over the grill?" And I was like, so I could like, make it so that the meat doesn't stick." And it's like, "You're just adding to the flames." And I was like, "Oh, okay." But $20 USD a person is still worth. $20 USD a person, that sounds worth, yes. I haven't had KBBQ in a while, actually. I should probably go to eat KBBQ. Most of the times I eat BBQ now, it's mostly JBBQ, and I'm like, I kind of want to eat KBBQ, so I should probably go and find somewhere that's KBBQ. Um, but yeah. Mine's was like it was like $60 Canadian after tax and everything. It was $60 Canadian. That seems a bit more expensive than other places. Yes, but it was where the host decided that they wanted to eat, so we. But it was a Saturday. It was actually no, Tyler. It's literally the same franchise that we had last time, except this was a weekend, and it was a party of more than eight, nine. I only paid like 55 last time, but we had a party of four. This is a party of party of five. Sorry, party of five. This time we had a party of 13. Because I had to sit at the end instead of this. Yeah, do you know what ended up happening to the table of 5? The table that had 5 people, it was literally my friend's boyfriend just sat on the edge because he was sitting in the walkway between 2 booths, 2 tables, and so he just sat in the middle, just kinda huddled there, and it was kinda funny. Kinda saying you still had like, they didn't have space to put their arms, that's the thing. They didn't have space to put their arms, you had space to at least put your arms, like, there, like, on the table. They didn't have space to put arm on the table. Yeah, also, so, Tyler, the last time the last time we ate at that franchise, per person, it's $42.99 Canadian. But during I went during a weekend. It was $45.99 per person, in addition to 18% tip, which is pretty standard, but it's just like 18% is guaranteed, you know? Also, they wouldn't let us split the bill. Also, they didn't let us split the bill like 12-way. It had to be three-way maximum per table, so then after we had to pay something back. You tip in Canada too? Yeah, we tip in Canada. It's 15% tip. If you do takeout, you have the option of doing tip, but by default, it's 15%. And then after, if it's a party of more than X amount, it's automatic tip gratitude in your bill. You don't even have a choice. It's like if you have more than like some people, it's like, let's say, for example, you have more than 6 people, it's the cost plus tax plus gratitude, and that is the cost you're paying. Oh, yeah, tipping culture. Anyways, you're sleepy, have to go and unpack before bed. No problem. I probably will be ending stream soon. I'm just doing the last of this, some coloring, and then ending stream. But thank you again for dropping by the stream today. It's very much appreciated. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful week as well. I think this one turned out well. This one, I also think it turned out well. I'm gonna continue on both of these probably at another date, or I might just continue it during my off date. Just so that I can like the next time I can do an order for like keychains, I can just get it done, kind of thing. Yeah, these will probably be 2 keychains I'm going to be selling, and then after that, I'm just glad though that I'm able to at least like I'm just glad that I'm just glad that I'm able to get something that's like a different franchise that's not something yeah, a different franchise to be able to make merch of. Um yeah. But yeah, that's all I have for tonight, I think. That's all I think I have for tonight. I'm going to be mm, heading off because for some reason I feel once again bloated. I don't know why. Great. But yeah. But yes, thank you again for dropping by the stream today. It's very much appreciated. Where you coming beginning, middle, or end. Thank you for taking the time of the day to watch my stream. It's very much appreciated. Have a wonderful night. Take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Stay hydrated. Remember to eat, sleep, drink, do what you have because your happiness is important. In addition to your health, have a wonderful week. Take care. Good luck on your polls. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful night. And I think that's where I'm going to end it for the day. Oh wait, Tone is streaming. Let's go, Ray Tone. We're gonna go on Raytone. If you want to stick around for the raid, you're more than welcome to. If not, that's totally fine. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for joining in, whether you came in the YouTube side, the Twitch side, and sleep well. Bye bye for now, everyone. And I'll see you all later. Bye. Oh, wait, I can just say bye. Bye.